How are you? My name is Smitty, and I've only been growing my hair for about 10 months. Isn't that pretty fast? Well, one, I always find discussions like this to be very, very interesting because this is why I tell people all the time. This right here, in which I just saw, is a very, very perfect example as to why I say be mindful of who you allow to teach you the word. Now, one thing I do know is that in the back, like I say all the time, in Revelations, it ends off and nothing else is said. It says, do not add anything to this testimony of the prophecy. Do not take anything away. I noticed that in the Christian belief, that is something that happens all the time. Now, I just sat up here and watched two Christians start off on the same page, and then they got the bickering with one another. I want us to pay attention to what we're looking at. So the fact is this: is the word real? Yes, it is. But we need to be careful who we allow to teach us, because that is what misguides the people moving forward. Unfortunately, I would say to my Christian brothers and sisters, it is very, very unfortunate if you really do think about it. I don't care what you think about whatever small hat, Islamic, Hindu, anybody else, Buddhist. You can say whatever about it, but the fact is this, right? In the Christian belief, in church is the only place where it is never read in its original text, which is Aramaic. You all have been denied. So I don't even be like upset or like, look at it crazy, because I know you don't even have your original text. Any and every other religion you can think of, they have it in that original language text as well as translated into English. Right. So my point is that there is some information, a lot of information lost moving forward. All right. Then it says inside there, lean not on your own wisdom. Right. Doesn't it say something about that? I do believe it does. Now, the fact is that that's exactly what people do 24/7. Why do you think is so many different versions of a Bible? And why do you think is so many different versions of what one verse or what one chapter means? None of you guys got the same thought on what it's supposed to be. So who is anybody to really know what this is my point. I mean, I hear what's being said. I hear what's going on. I would like to land it. I'm about to shut up and go and let y'all go right on back to it. And for the record, I promise y'all, I do not debate religion. I can't stand it. I will tell you my thoughts. You can tell me your thoughts, and I keep it respectful. Just for the record, don't try to debate me. I don't do that, right? I got my own stance on my thing, and I stand firm in it. So now, my last part would be God's time is not our time. So Howard said, well, why doesn't God just wipe us out? All right, so dreams are a good indication to land it on how the afterlife works. Try your best to describe an entire lucid dream. It'll take you more than 8 to 12 seconds. The average dream is only 8 to 12 seconds. But how is it that you had all of these different scenes and scenarios go on? It's a direct indication that on the other side, which y'all thinking that it's not why it ain't happened now, God hasn't even probably blinked yet since we've been created, or since this whole universe. Like, the time is not the same. See, the thing is, we keep trying to think of why God wouldn't do this, why God wouldn't do that, because you're thinking of it on a human form. We are the creation, not the creator. We will never be able to comprehend and or even begin to fathom what it is that our loving creator consists of. I digress. My mic is muted. Y'all go ahead, get back to it.
I agree with that.
Nah, that was A1. That was A1.
Let's get. Now, I'm sure that most of you know the old story about the astronaut who went far out into space and was asked on his return whether he had been to heaven and seen God. And he said yes. And so they said to him, well, what about God? And he said, she is black.